Will they know that we were here when they find the Voyager there? Amongst the golden etchings we decide not to share. Our plain old not knowing but going anyway flair for taking Earth back to rock and unbreathable air. Or will they arrive just in time to see the last smoking landfill fire? Will they stare up at the starry sky at night? Look beyond and ask what happened to this glorious thing filled with life? Who's so doubt thinking consuming oneself would be nice? Too many questions. I want to show them poetry and love and music and fun. Introduce them to my son. Ask them everything. Send them pictures of what we made here. Not just money-driven mess controlled by fear or psychotic addiction to succeed that feeds a greed that never asks what it is we need when we seem to share, when we seem to shine while someone is dying and elected leaders are lying and we fight and we always fucking fight. I don't want them to see us fight. I want them to see us invent. I want them to see us build and gild and to see the World Cup and the Olympic Park. I want them to see a little blue light somewhere in the dark. The stark reality that this might be all there ever was or will be. Because you could rationalize over time losing our home if we could only know that something somewhere else, someone else was thinking too. I love Carl Sagan's message and I hope it wasn't sent too late. But I hope the ones I hope are there don't show up too soon. And like a burned out car, things might seem a relic. But a raging fire makes us watch while it chews through memories of property that fell to vendetta. I wish upon a star, if we fail or survive, that we just aren't found in the state we are. It's called Hard Water. I am moved, humbled, hurt, as only love can besiege us, like time surrounds us, consumes us, all but the light, all but the light. I am moved, shifted sand, tattered strands of a spiderling's parachute, let slip to dance as whispers in the foyer of an old bank, blank and textured together, to be the only thing there and still not to matter. I am moved. Do we matter or matter? What matter? That scattered across my insides, wide-eyed, I will die, choosing premonition over hocus pocus. Predictive over vindictive. It's just perspective, just a point of focus. I am moved, pushed aside, repositioned. I've cried, sometimes in wonder, sometimes just inside. But the gaping, yawning thunder always takes me in its stride. Shot. Heart first, always over fist to the sky, holding nothing, hiding nothing, to be moved. It's called Ghost. A crime has been committed, so sincere are the objections, so revered the aggression, displaying offense. Time wasted, popularity tasted, like cocaine in the 80s. It's just a phase, a cycle, it'll pass, and grass will sprout on scorched savanna, and people will calm down when the time to be calm comes around, and I guess that was the Renaissance and the Enlightenment, or some other such confluence of sense and patience. We sure could use a good dose of time the feet of those who stamp on tantrum, call it narrative, from Jerusalem to Antrim, blockading the curative, which is, of course, that we're all wrong. This is the second last one. I toyed with the idea of saying penultimate then, but what a cunt, right? You hear someone say penultimate, you mean second last. I fucking say second last. That's what you mean. I was just looking at a word. Brian and I often joke about words that mean themselves and are therefore hilarious. Like the word for using big words is being grandiloquent. You know, and there's a word for a person who overuses big words, which I was just looking at. I've forgotten. I mean, no one's going to believe that, but I'm going to pretend for now I've forgotten, because if I say it, it'll be too obvious.
Sesquipedalian.
Huh?
Sesquipedalian.
Sesquipedalian, there you go. What a cunt. You set the trap, and someone walks right in.
Boo this man.
And funny, we always knew it would be Dave Rogers. Anyway, this is the second last one. Thank you so much. It's been a brilliant night. I'll see you guys next month. In fact, I'm going to see you the 27th of September as well. I mean, we're going to our show. That's fucking...
wicked. Fill up the seats.
It's called Blue Box. I've become detached from everything beautiful. Coasting in neutral, but on a bar stool in the middle of an empty room made of 6 screens, and it seems I can see it all normally, but the formal functions are anomalies. But it's all 2D, and if I touch it, I only feel cool glass, like an aquarium, but the day passes to stare back at myself. I pass it off as being too self-involved and call an old number where I used to get problems solved when life revolved around getting off the ground, but each time I come back down, I'm still surrounded by the soundless space that to the untrained eye appears normal, but in the corners the cracks appear to remind me that I'm not really here. Just beamed in via satellite, blinded by the lights, but not enough to stop me getting nervous about something I don't know. But I know this isn't home, and there's no door to run from, and the cool glass isn't really there, and I'm suspended in air. One shouldn't care because I'm breathing and fed, and it's all in my head. But what if it isn't? What if it's in your head? What if I'm stuck there, imagined by some oblivious omnipotence, until I evaporate back into the universe, cursed by being a sheet of glass away from knowing if the distant glowing is growing or if I'm hurtling towards it, showing no regard for the fact that having the answer will mean it's too late. Is that fate? And then you touch me. Thank you very much. You unctuous bastards. This is the prayer of VD. May God have mercy on your souls. The rage of an age is a line on a page, in a chapter in a book, in a collection that none of you want to read. You can blame a politician or a lack of homely discipline or any contraception against the fact the fault is our own. Sinister as it may seem, judges, junkies, whores, and ministers are all made of the same blood, flesh, and bone, but I would rather sleep the streets at night than kill a man for what those taxpayers call a home. You see, weed is now illegal, and guns and booze so regal, and the proportion of things is blown way up and over and out of sight of the folks that hold the egos of the ropes of the right and the left, and so morality's bereft, but I'm left with the need to pay my taxes to the Lord. Oh Lord, thank you, sir, thank you, master. My descendants will learn of your compassion for not sending me to rape and kill, so you can pay all yours. Peace.